Welcome to the director's cut of Christian Nutrition, the show where we review every single episode of VeggieTales chronologically. And by we, I mean just me. This next episode was released in April of 2000, and I know what you're thinking. We've exited the 90s. Now let's look back on all the times that the 90s were the best, as every nostalgic person ever has told me.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Teeny Beanie Babies. You can collect them all. 4 classic sets, plus 2 beanies that are a total surprise.
Guys, Cody and the gang are at the park, playing football with Down Darius Jackson. Let's go!
You're not going anywhere without your big game liquid slam.
Excellent!
World champion, Green Bay Packers.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Ah yes, the 90s were a crazy time. Thankfully, Big Idea did survive the Y2K bug, the bug that nearly wiped out the earth and killed the internet. And they delivered us King George and the Ducky. King George and the Ducky. This silly name alone has me feeling hopeful for a return to classic silly VeggieTales form. In my opinion, the last memorable episode we have done is Josh and the Big Wall. Everything else has kind of been, you know, from meh to okay. But let's take a look and find out if my thoughts are correct or not.
Hi, kids, and welcome to VeggieTales.
What is going on here? What have you done with Bob and Larry?
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Jimmy and Jerry are pretending to be Bob and Larry for reasons unknown to us currently when they lie about receiving a letter in the mail about a kid in Texas who's having issues with his friend being selfish. Obviously, Jimmy and Jerry are just taking jabs at each other, which is uncomfortable for us in the audience. It's like watching your parents fight at the table. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see these guys fight either. They're supposed to be friends.
I can be your friend. I can be your friend.
That his friend Jerry was selfish. That's what it said. Remember?
You want a piece of me?
Fight, 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 fight.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Hey! What's going on here?
Hurry, hide.
We figured you needed a break.
Break? I just had a break.
Ah, this was a verbal veggieception. Very nice. Jimmy and Jerry convinced Bob and Larry to let them host the show. They have promised an epic tale that will teach kids not to be selfish.
The Englishman who went up a hill and came down with all the bananas.
Wait a second, how do they acquire a camera that films anything that looks like this? Like, they would have had to go out of their way to get an old style camera. A common camera would not have shot anything like this. This is bringing me a lot of questions again. I told myself I wouldn't question the validity of what's going on in VeggieTales anymore, but here I am doing it again. What is happening to me?
Hello, I am the Englishman who went up a hill and came down with all the bananas.
Yay, Archibald!
Aren't you going to eat them?
Why, of course not. You can't eat bananas without strawberries.
Oh, of course. It's best to just hoard them and not eat them. That makes sense.
Hello, I'm the Swede who went up a hill and came down with all the strawberries.
This is getting so silly. I love it.
Are you going to eat them? Oh no, you can't eat strawberries without bananas.
Ah, I see where this is going now.
Could you spare a strawberry?
No. Could I trouble you for a banana?
No.
Or maybe I have no idea what is going to happen.
You guys are not so bright. The end.
The end? What? This didn't even have a conclusion. I don't... what is going on anymore?
Hi, QWERTY. Got a verse? QWERTY? Control, Shift, Tab, Delete. No. Shift, Escape, 6, Option.
Hey, Jimmy.
Oh, would ya look at that?
So anyways, moving on.
It's good to be back.
Action!
Finally, Bob then starts narrating our main story, the reason we're here. He tells us how Larry is King George and he spends a lot of time in the bathtub, like an uncomfortable amount of time. It's kind of weird, with his rubber ducky.
Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun.
He is so obsessed with his rubber ducky that he actually ignores his royal duties despite the fact that his kingdom is currently in the midst of an epic pie war. He even spends time singing about his inanimate object instead of doing his job.
Because I love my duck.
Sir, if I could have a minute.
Love my duck.
There are some things we must discuss.
I love my duck.
Oh boy, we're really out of luck.
Because I love my... Hey, what's that?
Oh boy, I know what's going on. The war has finally come to Larry's kingdom and he has to face this problem head on. Or maybe once again, I was way off point. That's not the first time, nor will it be the last.
Because I love my duck, you're always there to make me smile.
Ah, yes, well, I know what I would do if I was Larry. I would take Junior's rubber ducky, send him to war to die, and not feel bad about it at all. But that's just wishful thinking on my part.
It's beautiful. I want it. I must have it. I must get it. You must go and get it for me.
You already have quite a few duckies.
Those are yesterday's duckies.
Pie war has grown ferocious. We need more men at the front.
I believe Thomas would like to help. And one more thing, Cedric. Put Thomas at the front of the battle. Then have everyone else step back.
No way. This is truly a miracle. They're actually going to kill off Junior. It's like Christmas has come late or extremely early. Larry may make for a useless superhero, but he makes for an amazing king. Re-elect Larry for king. King for life.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song.
Perfect timing. I'm on an emotional high right now. Junior will soon be dead, and Larry is singing a silly song.
Manatee, you are the one for me.
You're a nice manatee, you've been so good to me. But I must go into the world and do noble things for the good of all. And you can't come because you don't speak French.
Oh, that was beautiful. I have no words.
Barbara Manatee, you are the one.
Larry, what are you doing?
Awkward. Let's just skip ahead and avoid all of this. We then see King Larry don a ridiculous disguise and sneak over to Junior's house and steal his rubber ducky. Larry then puts the ducky on a pedestal and loves it. Bob points out that it is no different than Larry's other duckies, like at all. But Larry is having none of that negative talk.
It looks just like your other duckies.
What? Hold your tongue, infidel!
Then we experience the biggest plot twist since Han dying in The Force Awakens. Oh, spoiler alert.
Thomas!
How did he survive? I can't even right now, nor can I odd.
This little fellow single-handedly stopped the advancing horde.
He must have been using cheat codes.
Thomas!
Incoming! Boysenberry at 3 o'clock!
Junior's PTSD. I can live with that, actually.
Now, finally, I can take that bath.
Are you the only one you think about?
No. I've been thinking about this ducky for quite some time now.
Best king ever. Pa Grape then shows up to teach Larry a lesson via a flannel graph. Yes, a flannel graph. He teaches that Larry being selfish and stealing Junior's Ducky was wrong. It is not what God wants of us. He tells Larry to ask for forgiveness and to make it right, which of course Larry does, and Junior has no issue accepting his apology immediately. This is utterly ridiculous. Larry just sent you to the front lines by yourself to die. Like, he wasn't expecting you to live. And yet you forgive him immediately. I am so confused. You don't have any hard feelings? Why is Junior so nice? He's making it hard not to like him anymore.
We're over here by QWERTY to talk about what we've learned today.
And so what we have learned applies to our lives today. And God has a lot to say in his book.
Bob really dislikes that song. It is awesome.
Hello, I am Bob the Tomato. And I am Larry the Cucumber.
This is a great idea. Make it happen.
Goodbye.
Wait, huh?
Well, that ended abruptly. That was King George and the Ducky, and I must say, it felt like a true return to form for VeggieTales. The humor was on point, the silly song was amazing, who doesn't know Barbara Manatee, and the show is clearly just having fun, which is what we watch VeggieTales for. I mean, we learn a lesson along the way, but really we're here to have fun. Stay tuned, as next time we look at Esther, the girl who became queen. You know VeggieTales, it's probably best to not spoil the plot in the episode's title. What, you think we read the Bible or something already? Remember, God made you special, and he loves you very much. Bye!